Well, good afternoon, everybody. Or as one of my friends says on the ham radio, good afternoon, gentlemen. Oh, grace and peace to you from our Lord Jesus Christ. I'm trying to find a good lighting area here. There we go. Grace and peace to you from our Lord Jesus Christ and all the saints here at my house in Central California. Um, so I don't know if you can tell my voice is a little different. I'm recovering either from a light flu or a bad cold. I'm not sure which. So this week at work was a waste. So Monday I was feeling kind of punky, but I was okay. And then one of our IT team basically had a collapse. We had to have our rapid response team come and chairlift, as I call it, chairlift them to our emergency department. And that person is just fine now, but they're down for the week, so we were one down. And then Tuesday, my wife got sick, and super sick. So Wednesday, I had to stay home to take care of her and her mother, which is right behind that window there. Her mother's invalid that lives with us. Sorry, I keep turning, and I shouldn't do that. So I had to stay home and take care of them. So Wednesday was a wash, and then guess what? I caught it. But then I had to go into work on Thursday because I'd already committed to a Vocera server upgrade. And that started at 5 in the morning. And, getting up at 5 when you're fighting the flu is just a bear. And I'm not made for that. I'm old. So anyway, we got up, we got it done. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys what Vocera is. See, can we see this? Maybe. Let me get someplace where I think we can see it. Let's try right here. And I will see. There we go. Yeah, you can see that. So, this is a Vocera badge. This is what our doctors and nurses and housekeepers and various other people at work use to communicate with one another. Ours aren't white like this. Ours are black, but it doesn't matter. It does the same thing. You basically pin it. You clip it on your lapel, or you wear it on a lanyard around your neck. You press that button up there and say, "Call housekeeping," and whoever's in charge of answering the housekeeping line will answer on that. And you can talk to them and tell them what you want. Or you can call a particular medical department, or you can call everybody in a medical department. So like our rapid response team wears these, and if they say call rapid response team, it goes out to all of those people and lets them know something's going on that they need to pay attention to. Yeah, the badges are pretty cool. You got a little antenna there that says you're on network. You got a signal strength indicator, battery indicator, and either your name or the name of the person you're calling. And that's about all it does. You can also dial outside telephones with it. You can dial, an outside telephone can dial in to one of these badges. So I can call the Vocera number we have published for the hospital and say, it'll answer and say, please say the name, or please say or spell the name of the person you wish to be connected to. And I can say or spell my name, and it'll connect to me or somebody else's name, or whatever. So anyway, that's Vocera. That's what it does. And so basically, what we had to do this week was upgrade the servers for those guys. And the Vocera servers, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's 10 of them. Yeah, 10. So 2 of them are the Vocera application gateway, I think they call it. It's the main servers that the badges talk to when you press the button. It goes to that server, the server sends a response, and then the badge says, please say or spell the person you wish to be connected to. There's 2 of those. They work in kind of a software clustering. So they're just regular Windows servers, but the software that we install, the Vocera software itself, has a clustering function built in, and it keeps in touch with the other server. So you don't have to rely on Windows clustering, which I've never been a fan of. It's probably better now, but anyway, the software clustering works just fine. So there's two of those. There's two, what is it, the telephony gateway servers, there's a reporting server, there's a SQL server, and VMP voice messaging platform. So there's another type of badge I didn't show you. They call it the Smart Badge. It's got more features and functions. You can send text messages on it or to it. Pretty cool little box. But they're bigger. So the badge I just showed you is called their B3000Ns, B3000N badge. There's also a V5000 badge, which some people like, some people don't. I don't particularly like them because they're bigger and heavier, and they get in the way of the nurses when they're trying to work on patients. The only thing they really add that's super cool is you don't even have to touch it. You can say, "Hey, Vocera," or "Okay, Vocera," and it'll answer without even having to touch it. So, but security advocates within the hospital, myself included, don't like that because that means it's always on, always listening. And you know, when you got that, if it's always listening, you never know who is listening. So, although we have a pretty good idea who's listening, right? Anyway, okay, tinfoil hat off. So yeah, we had to upgrade those servers. Now, the last time Vocera lost the Vocera badges, lost connection with their servers, we had a whole world of hurt, pain, hate, and discontent at the hospital. Because what happened is the badges all started ARPing for the servers. Wait, where's the servers? Where's the servers? We had Extreme was in doing some route changes for us. And what they did was make the servers VRF unavailable to everything else, which wasn't a big deal to almost everything else. But apparently it was a big deal to the Vocera badges because they just start ARPing, "Hey, server, 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 server." Our core switch couldn't handle all the ARP requests for some reason. Now this is what Extremes told us so far, and with all the research they did. And what it basically did is overload the CPU on one of our cores. And basically, that shut down routing for the entire hospital, every VRF, everything, because it was just so clogged with those ARP requests. So we were trying to look for a way to work with Vocera to turn them down, and they go, "Well, no, that's just the way it works." Well, can you do like a software update so that it doesn't send out so many? Well, no, that's the way it works. Okay. So anytime we even remotely imagine that the Vocera badges are going to lose contact with the Vocera servers, we shut down the Vocera wireless network. We have one wireless network that's dedicated to those badges there. And if we even conjure that it might, possibly, could maybe lose connection to the servers, we just shut that Wi-Fi network down. Boom, it's gone. It's not there anymore. So the badges are basically shouting into the void. Nothing's hearing them, nothing's listening. So that's what I did. We have a contractor who's, dude's a machine. He was actually contracted to help with other things, and now he gets thrown all the stuff that, you know, we either don't have expertise or time to do. And more often than not, we don't have the expertise. So, and this Vocera upgrade was one of them. So he had to learn to upgrade these servers that he's never even heard of before. And he did great. He spent, I think, 5 months researching this. And most of that was just trying to get information from Vocera themselves. They kept sending him documentation that he didn't have access to because it was on their private portal. So then they would have to print it all out into a PDF and then send it to him. So finally he got all the information he needed. They set up some test servers and he practiced it. And Thursday was the day, this past Thursday. We went and did it, or he went and did it. I sat there and turned the wireless network off and waited patiently. And the dude is just He's like, hey, do you have the SQL SA password? No, I'm not a server guy. I'm a network guy. I don't keep server passwords. Did you ask the server guys? No, they don't know what it is. Well, I don't know. Should we back out? Oh, no. I'll reset it. Wait, you're gonna reset? You sure you should do that? Oh, yeah, it'll be fine. So he's sitting there issuing all these SQL commands from the command line. If there's any SQL guys out there, maybe they know what he did. I don't know what he did. He basically set up a temporary account and gave it all the privileges he needed from the command line, which doesn't sound super secure to me, but hey, whatever, he did it. And basically got into the SQL administrator console and reset the SA password and restarted SQL, and everything's working great. And then he was able to upgrade the software because you needed the SQL SA password to upgrade the software on Vocera. Like I said, the dude is just a machine and nothing stops him. I think he could be the entire IT department if he lived out here in California. He's out on the East Coast, so he's not a threat to our jobs. Otherwise, he could probably do the entire thing himself, at least almost the entire infrastructure. He's not a network guy. He doesn't understand switching, routing, that kind of stuff. But servers, from soup to nuts, top to bottom, he understands it. And if he doesn't, he will. He'll figure it out. So he's super talented guy. Shout out to Matt McDonough. He's good. So it took him about an hour and a half to upgrade all 8-10 servers, however many it was, including resetting the SQL admin password. So he got it all done. He goes, "Okay, I think we're about done." I said, "Are you sure?" I'm about to click the little checkbox. It's going to bring Vocera back to life, and if the servers aren't running, we're going to have a problem. He said, "Oh, no, they're all up. They're all running. I checked all the logs. They all look good." I said, "Okay." So I clicked my little checkbox on the Vocera VNS and said, "Enable," and save. And boom, within 10 seconds, the 2 test badges I had on my desk came back. They'd been showing off network, came back on network and logged into the server. And the badge I just showed you here, my B3000, it grabbed the update first and updated almost immediately and rebooted and then came back up and no problem. While I was there, the other badge, the smart badge, the V5000, it didn't get its update, but Matt checked the logs and he saw that they were starting to update across the hospital, so just didn't want to be patient and wait for mine. So after it came up, I made a couple of test calls from badge to badge, and then badge to outside phone, and then outside phone to the badge, and everything worked. So, yay, success! By that time, I was starting to feel pretty lousy. So he says, "Oh, okay, dude, I think we're done. Go home and just lay down and die." I said, "Okay, dude, sounds good to me." So that's almost what I did. I went home and laid down, but thank goodness I didn't die. But anyway, that was this week's excitement, a Vocera upgrade. So, like I said, coming up, we've still got the same things coming up. We've for the past close to 2 years, we've had an interim CIO in charge of the IT department. And just this week, we've learned that they have finally hired a permanent replacement. So we're eager to meet our new CIO and see what direction he's going to take us. That's the only real news we got. Still waiting. We're waiting for budget to finish off the routing upgrade. And I am waiting for my stunt double, Satish, to return. Hello, Satish, if you're watching. Hope all is well back home. Once he returns, we're going to upgrade the firewalls. He's trying to get his master's in computer security. Master's. I've got a 2-year degree. This dude that's helping me is working on a master's. So, and he's a good guy. Satish is a good guy. So as soon as he gets back, he had to go back home to take care of some family business. When he gets back, we're going to upgrade the firmware. Well, not the firmware. The operating system on our PAN firewalls. Switches have firmware. Actually, they have operating systems too. I'm dating myself. Nothing has firmware anymore. It's all operating systems. Yeah. So as soon as he gets back, we'll update those. And that'll be the only big things coming up. We'll just be waiting for budget to come in to finish off the routing segment and hopefully implement the segmentation firewalls. And if we can't implement them this time around, they're probably just gonna sit there and idle forever. So, or else until the next network admin shows up in about 3.8 years. Just in case you don't know, I'm retiring in a little under 4 years. That's it, I'm done. But until then, you're stuck with me. Those of you who choose to be stuck with me will be stuck with me. So, as always, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell if you like listening to all this rambling nonsense. And you'll be updated whenever a new video comes out, which I try to make them come out Sunday morning, 4 a.m. Pacific time. But depends. I've been sick so much lately. Jeez, what a year. Talk about having to rely on God. I've definitely been having to rely on God this year, so, and there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe he's trying to teach me something. So anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys all next time. God bless.